Shalom. I want to start giving all praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Double honors and charity to the apostles pushing this word. And salutations to all you Akim pushing this word. The sincerity and truth. Brother Shema. Three hitter scripture, three hitter quitter, three quick to the point. About Israel. And I'm going to first, the first scripture is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 13. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out of cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water. Let me read that again. Jeremiah 2:13. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out of cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water. Right. So our people wondering today why these things take place, why this world is in so much turmoil. But I'm not talking about everybody in the world. I'm talking about the people of the nation of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, specifically the elect out of Israel, because only their mind is going to be opened up. But the 2/3 that's in deep sleep, it says, for my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters. Right. The fountain of living water is this word. What comes in this word? Yahweh comes in this word. Because Yahweh says he comes in the volume of the book. And also, the Lord's statute commandments comes in this book. So the Lord's statute commandments come in this book. It shows you an idea how to come back to your Creator, and how that if you plugged into your Creator and worship your Creator and not into these other philosophies, then you would be in the blessings that's brought out in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But you're in the red. Okay? So that's what it means when it says, for my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out of cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water. Right? Because they put their trust in other philosophies, into things that there is no power, and vanity. You know what I'm saying? So let me give you Jeremiah 7 verse 14. My bad, Shalakia. Jeremiah 7 verse 4. Jeremiah 7 verse 4. Trust ye not in lying words, which the nation of Israel did, saying, the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord are these. Right, because they trust in lying words and philosophies, saying Buddha is their God, Jehovah's Witness is their God, Pentecostal is their God, Catholic is their God. In other words, if you're in denomination, you're not worshiping Yahweh Shah, because Yahweh Shah gave Moses straight commandments. Where do you get out of that? Denominations. So if you're in denomination, the Most High is not dealing with denomination. The Most High is not fucking with you, in other words. In other words, you dwell under the shadow of Mishak. I mean, outside of the temple, Mishak. Okay? And that's brought out in, just to make sure that right and right. Yeah. Psalms 125. To be cut off from worship. So it says to dwell in the tents of Kedar is to be cut off from worship, from Yahweh. Let's check. Yeah. Let me just double that up real quick. Go back to Psalms 125. You're not sure, go to it and prove all things. Psalms 125. Just to touch on that basis, I quoted it. Got to back it up. Woe is me that I sojourn in Meshach, that I dwell in the tents of Kedar. So if you, in other words, what I was saying, if you dwell in the tents of Meshach, that means that you're out of the temple of Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? That's what that means. You're out of the temple. I've done research on that. To dwell in the tents of Kedar is to be cut off from the worship from Yahweh. That's what that means. Okay? So now, being that I proved all things, let's go back to Jeremiah 7:4. Trust you not in lying words, saying the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord are these. Right, in all types of denominations. Because the Most High gave straight commandments to Moses. There's 612 commandments to be exact. So if he gave you straight commandments, where the hell does the denomination come from? And if you're in the denomination, you're not worshiping Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, who we worship. Okay? So, some say Buddhist, God is in Buddha. God is in Jehovah's Witness. God is in Islam. Nah. The Most High, who you ignorantly call God, whose name is Yahweh Bashem, his name is Yahweh, his son's name is Yahweh Shah. You know what I'm saying? That's your power. So don't trust into these, Israel went off into all the different philosophies. That's why they're in the condition they're in today. They're in the curses. All those curses fit your black ass from Deuteronomy, in the curses part. Deuteronomy chapter 28. Okay? Now the last scripture is Micah 3:11. Micah 3:11. The head thereof judge for reward, and the priest thereof teach for hire, and the prophets therefore divine for money. Yet they lean upon the Lord and say, is not the Lord among us? No evil can come upon us. That means they take a bribe and a pay. And that's what a lot of Israelites went in today too. A lot of heads of Israel went in today. We got Daniel, we got General Yohanan, we got other different, the heads of the leaders of Israel teaching our people for bribe. And the bribe is trying to get mammon, money, riches, according to Matthew 6:24, which is one of my favorite scriptures. You know, so let me read that again. The head thereof judge for reward. You know what I'm saying? Because you're supposed to give, it was given freely, it was given to you freely, you're supposed to give it out freely, preach freely. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to charge for this or try to get money for it. That's what that's talking about. And the priest thereof teach for hire, they teach for money, and the prophet thereof divine for money. Yet will they lean upon the Lord and say, is not the Lord among them? They think that the Lord is working with them. Evil can come, and no evil can come upon us. Right? So that's what they do. So those three scriptures was like, was bringing out in Jeremiah 7:4, and Jeremiah 2 about the broken system. Our people going off into other doctrines, philosophies, and that's why they're in the condition of Deuteronomy 28, which is the blessing, and that's why they're not in the blessing part with Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. Our people is in the lowest state of that they can be, and that's why they're getting killed out on the street. So they say to themselves, and I know a lot of people of Israel say to themselves, why is all these things taking place? Why is things so hard on me? Why I can't make it in society? Because you got the curses on you. Plus, you won't go back to your power. You put your trust in the broken systems. And broken systems are a thing that holds water. So if it's broken, the water leaks out. That means it's no good. So you putting yourself, you worshiping, and you're into things that's bringing your downfall. Because the nations were set up for you what? For what you not to do. And you're following the way of the heathen. And so then I brought Micah 3:11 as well. That how certain Israelites or certain leaders of our people get paid for bribe. You know what I'm saying? Our people should be the heads, and they're not. They're the tails. So in other words, the whole 3/4 quarter of these three scriptures is to come back to your maker, your power. You know, if we all turn, according to 1 Kings chapter 8, if we all turn towards the east, if we all turn towards the east, in one accord and pray, it would be the downfall of America. And then we would hurry up and get out of this place and destruction would come. And then when destruction come, then we would know Yahweh is coming back. He's on his way. You know? So that's why those three scriptures was important to me. And that's why I linked them up and brought them together and brought them out. And I hope you was edified. Brother Shema, Shalom.